Hi there, folks. Welcome back to Treasure Quest Mining's weekly treasure hunt series. My name is Angeline, and I'm going to be your tour guide. Each week for our treasure hunts, we walk around the shop, select 10 treasures, tag them with a little blue dot, and then that treasure is 20% off for the week. Sale periods run from Friday to Friday, so this week's sale runs from September 12th through the 19th. If you're local to the Apex area, we invite you to just come on by and shop the shelves. But if you're not local, that's not a problem. Simply give us a call or send us an email and we can hold that treasure till you get here, or we'd be happy to ship it out to you. All right, folks, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, and we're off to find treasure number 1. I kind of pre-scout the store each time I make these videos to start thinking about what I want to film. And this week, I'd like to pick this driftwood bowl. So these driftwood bowls are hand assembled. Check that detail. In Indonesia, and it is $28. And you can put all kinds of cool stuff in there. If it were my bowl, I would probably fill it with seashells. But there we go. This will be a great start to this week. Treasure number 1, this $28 driftwood bowl. Okay, treasure number 2 is going to be right around the corner here. We're going to take a left, keep going. And as I was walking around the shop, I stopped at the aquamarine section, and I thought it would be really great to pick this tree. So my grandmother, who's very dear to me, she's 94, and her birthstone is aquamarine. And so every time I see aquamarine, I think of her. And I love these little trees. So this tree is $38, and it's a willow shape, and it's on an agate base with some little stones down there. Super cute. And of course you can adjust and reshape the limbs to make it look a bit better, or make it look how you would like for it to look. And there we go. That'll be treasure number 2 for this week. This aquamarine willow gem tree. And treasure number 3 is going to be right around the corner. We're going to pick a piece of pink tourmaline this week. So pink tourmaline is also called rubellite, and this material is from Brazil. And the tourmaline are these rods. And I don't recall the name of this host rock, or the matrix rock that the tourmaline is growing in, or grew in. It's not actively growing, but oh yeah, these are really super cool pieces. And I like this one. It's dark, very dark pink. So this piece of pink tourmaline is $18, and it's completely natural and raw. It's in the rough, so to speak. It's not been polished like those pieces in the back. So there we go. This will be treasure number 3 for this week. This $18 piece of pink tourmaline. Treasure number 4 is going to be directly across from the pink tourmaline. We're going to pick a piece of amethyst. So I've been eyeing these amethyst towers and spheres for quite some time and wanting to feature them. These are super cool. They're phantom amethyst, meaning that you can see these lines, these trace lines of where the amethyst point was growing. These pieces are from Uruguay. They're super cool. But I really like the spheres, so let's pick a sphere for this week. There's a couple here to choose from that have that phantom delineation. Let's take a look. Oh, that's cool. I like that dark, dark, dark purple line. So let's pick this one. This $54 piece of amethyst, this sphere. Oh my goodness, look at the rainbows there. That's really, really nice. That's a beautiful piece. So this piece of amethyst will be treasure number 4 for this week. It's beautiful. Okay, and we have to pick a piece of amethyst jewelry to go with the amethyst sphere. And I love the pieces that we have up here. So we have these faceted amethyst beads, which are strung on sterling with a sterling silver clasp. This beautiful little faceted pendant, and then this geode piece. And so I'm wearing one of these geode pieces because I love them so much. So let's pick this one. So this piece of amethyst is $52, and it's set in sterling silver. And it's a really, really beautiful necklace. And I just love them. So I think this is a fantastic piece for this week. This will be treasure number 5. This $52 amethyst sterling silver pendant. And we're going to walk right down the line and come over to the zeolite section. So zeolites are a family of minerals that form in volcanic rock, and they're most known for amethyst, which is a zeolite, apophyllite, stilbite, scolecite, and you can pronounce them any way you like. Stilbite, stillbite, potato. This is stilbite. This is scolecite. You can see those really, really cool ultrafine needle-like crystals. And then all of this sparkly material is apophyllite. This one in particular is a good sample, good example. Check out that really cool structure. So let's pick a piece of zeolite for this week. It's hard to choose sometimes because they are all so different. But this one's very sparkly, so I like this one. So let's pick this one. So this piece of zeolite, oh cool, it's cut, has a cut base so it can stand, which is nice. Or you can lay it down. Let's find that price tag. So this is an $18 piece of apophyllite and stilbite. See those cool crystals there? Pretty cool piece of zeolite from India. This will be treasure number 6. And let's head down the hall to pick the rest of the treasures. And I'd like to pick an ammonite this week. So ammonites are among my favorite fossils. We have some whole ammonite specimens here. And of course we have sliced pears. The sliced pears and the whole specimens that I've just shown you are from Madagascar. This whole specimen, these 2 whole specimens are from Morocco. So let's pick a sliced pear. If you've ever purchased an ammonite from us, you've heard us explain to you a bit of history about them, or a little bit more information. So let's go through that pretty quickly if we can. So the ammonite was a cephalopod that had tentacles, and he lived in the forwardmost chamber of this shell. This was a shell, just like a seashell, right? And so he lived in this forwardmost chamber, and he would regulate his buoyancy in the water column by adjusting the amount of gas and water in the rest of the chambers of his shell. And it was actually positioned like this, okay? And so he lived here, and then when the animal died, it was covered in sediment so quickly that the shell didn't decompose. And over time, millions and millions of years, the shell was preserved with different minerals. And so we have some jaspers and aragonites and calcites. Really, really cool stuff in here. But what's fascinating to me is that with these sliced pears, we often still retain the original shell, the original nacre. This is the host rock. And this is those chamber lines when they intersect the exterior wall of the shell. So that's kind of hard to process, but you see these, what appears to be straight chamber lines. That's a cross section. And when those chambers intersect the shell, they make this incredible pattern. And the end of his shell would have followed that same pattern. So it would have been a jagged end. Let me see if I can show you a small example. So see, just like that. Okay, and so these sliced pears are just really a marvel to me. I'm always amazed. Well, ammonites I'm always amazed at. But these sliced pears are so interesting to explore for so many reasons. And really, it's just an amazing thing. So this ammonite pear, because I've been picking that one up so much, let's pick that one. That'll be treasure number 7 for this week, this $56 pear, and it does come with the stands. And if you have any questions when you're here, I'm always happy to explain more about ammonites because they're my favorite. There we go, treasure number 7. All right, treasure number 8. is going to be on this wall here. We're going to pick a piece of Afghanite. I've featured Afghanite a few times, but it always sells so quickly, so I'd like to pick another piece. Afghanite is from Afghanistan. It's in the sodalite group of minerals, and it does fluoresce, so sometimes you'll find a piece that fluoresces. And we're going to pick this tower. This is a $26 Afghanite tower, and it does have a nice shimmer to it. It's hard, don't know if you can see that on the camera. There's a glare from the lights, but this is a really pretty piece. And it's super affordable piece of Afghanite to add to your collection. Afghanite is not common, it is difficult to find. And this is the last of our collection, so it's a great time to come by and pick up a piece. This will be treasure number 8 for this week, this $26 tower. Treasure number 9 and 10, we're gonna pick from this side of the room. And treasure number 9, I definitely wanna pick something from the seashell collection. So we have all kinds of really, really cool seashells and barnacles. And I know we featured a seashell recently, so let's, oh, and now we have pearl necklaces. But now let's pick a barnacle. So these are purple acorn barnacles. Let's go ahead and pick this big one. These purple acorn barnacles are from the Philippines. Barnacles are often considered a pest in marine communities, right? Because they can kind of gunk up a boat's hull, but they serve a really important purpose in filtering the water and keeping the water clean. So this is a cool piece. This is the natural color of the barnacle's shell or case, and it sits nicely, so it makes for a really nice display piece. And like I said, I would probably put this in my driftwood basket, right? So there we go. This will be treasure number 9. Oh, I should mention the price. This is a $16 barnacle cluster. And for treasure number 10, let's round out our coastal vibes for this week and pick a macrame bowl. So these bowls are hand-blown glass from Indonesia. They do set them on a piece of wood. As you know, we sell the wood glass bowls and vases. Well, this one is hanging in a macrame net. It's pretty cool stuff. You can put all kinds of things in there. Of course, I would put sand and seashells and probably an airplane or two. So let's pick one of these. They're $59 for either one. And let's pick this one. So this one will be treasure number 10 for this week. Our final treasure, this macrame bowl. You can put all kinds of cool stuff in there. There we go. All right, let's retrace our steps. Thank you for shopping with us. We hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next time.